You want to know where you've been scammed? You want to know what you really should be angry about? I'll tell you what I'm angry about. I was just in the house here watching basketball on TV, and I realized that there is something being perpetrated right underneath the surface of society that everybody's overlooking. It's kind of like magic, and magic, I did magic when I was in 6th grade. And you hold things that you want people to see here, and what you don't want them to see, you have operate underneath your hand, underneath, below the visibility line. So I'm watching commercials. What do I see? 90% of all commercials are pushing things that are bad for you, that are bad for your health, that are bad for your wealth, that are bad for your happiness. Why is nobody boycotting these? People say to me, hey Tai, the stuff you talk about reading in books and success, what if people perceive it as a get-rich-quick scheme and all this? And I say, hey, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but let's say it was. Is that the big thing that people should be calling out as a scam? Is that the big boycott that should be being talked about? Or how about right down there at all the fast food places? How about 1 million people strong saying, you know what? This is killing us. This is killing our kids. This is killing our families. I read that by 2030, maybe 50% of all kids in the world will be diabetic or pre-diabetic. So you want to talk about reading books, is learning to become an entrepreneur, is learning to become a better investor. Is this a scam? I mean, I see all kinds of things. Throughout my life, I've bought all kinds of things that people thought were get-rich-quick schemes. I remember I bought Carlton Sheets. He had a program online that I think I spent $300. I think he might still be around. And it was an infomercial. And it taught you the basics. I got a little binder in the mail. It taught me the basics of investing in real estate. And I remember thinking, this was worth $300. What if everybody in the world was educating themselves instead of just sitting in front of the TV and just watching Taco Bell commercials and Pepsi and Coke and Sprite and McDonald's and Burger King? Taco Bell for breakfast. This is the big thing. This isn't the ultimate scam being perpetrated. I was reading National Geographic, and they said sugar is probably the #1 culprit. This is not some pseudoscientist, some alternative health magazine. This is National Geographic saying it's sugar. That's probably the cause of a large percentage of our acute and chronic health problems. Where's the outcry? Where's the big, Yelp and review sites taking down all these big players? No, they're not, because what the big people do, what the big fast food companies do, what the big sugar pushing soda companies do is they put it right in front of your face. It's like the magician. They make it so obvious that what people focus on? All the things that don't matter. It's like in that Denzel Washington movie where the 2 serial killers are sitting, they kill a new person every day or whatever. They're the bad guys, and they're eating dinner or eating breakfast, and one looks at the other after he read the paper and he said, you know what, man? People are all afraid of the wrong things. What he was saying is, we're serial killers. People should be afraid of us, but they're not. They're focused on this and what politician and who this and little scandals and who Kim Kardashian is dating and, blah, 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 when I can get my next Taco Bell breakfast order or where's my Coca-Cola. That's how the low-level mentality of the world, and that's the scam. Companies preying on that. Where's all the great entrepreneurs out there? What about you? You're going to be the next entrepreneur? Come up with a win-win business where you can get wealthy and at the same time make the world a better place? You can do it. We don't live in the medieval times, archaic times. It's possible for you to make the world a better place and make your own life a better place. But you know what? Like I said, I would love to see a world down there. And Joel Salatin, my mentor, used to tell me, Tai, you don't need government intervention to tell people to not drink soda. I mean, maybe that will help, but he said the ultimate cause, the ultimate way is vote with your checkbook. Stop buying stuff that's bad. Then the advertisers won't have the money to advertise that stuff, Go out, buy a Carlton Sheets program. I'm not affiliated with it. I don't make any money. Spend your money on quote unquote get rich quick schemes. That's what people want to talk about as the big. You think that is the problem in today's society? That people are pushing educational products that give people hope, even though obviously Carlton Sheets knows with his real estate program, not everybody's gonna get wealthy doing it. And of course, people want to call that out. Oh, it's a get rich quick scheme. He's showing people how to be educated in real estate. And what if they don't get wealthy? Well, Welcome to the world of competition. Welcome to the world of biological imperative. Some people aren't going to make it, but I'd still rather live in a world where we're pushing things that have positive potential. What's the positive potential from a burger and a big gulp of crappy soda? Zero. It's all negative for you. Not one person's health will be benefited from that. So great, the Olympics are sponsored by McDonald's. That's great. That's great. That's really not a scam. That's what people are so stupid. That's the scam, man. Rise up for that scam. Focus on that. That's what I wish was going on right now in Hollywood. I wish Hollywood was boycotting In-N-Out Burger and boycotting Carl's Jr. and boycotting Cheetos and boycott. And here's the thing, we now have the science that you can make good food. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what education level you get. I don't care what job you have. I don't care even how great of a social life you have. At the end of the day, it's health. I talk about the 4 pillars of the good life: health, wealth, love, and happiness. If you don't have health, you have nothing. So like I said, the biggest scam being perpetrated in the world is distractions that magically, just like that evil magician, keep what they want you to see here and keep you from having a skeptical eye. Have a skeptical eye on the right thing. Don't call out Carlton Sheets. Don't call out educational programs. Don't argue whether you should read ebooks or regular books. And I was reading a book. I can't remember which one it said. I think it was Bill Gates or somebody. And they said, you know, people who nitpick are never successful. You know, there's a lot of people that want to nitpick. Someone's going to comment on this video, oh, Tai, you know, your hair's messed up. Who cares, man? Why are you focused on all the wrong stuff? Why don't you focus on the big picture stuff? It's all you have to get right in life. Get the big picture stuff right. What you eat, how much money you make, and how well you are a steward of the money you make, who you hang out with, your social life, and the quality of thoughts going in your brain, because that will equal fulfillment and happiness. Just focus on those. Let everything else fall by the wayside. Don't spend all your time trying to figure out what wardrobe you should wear. Don't figure out all time trying to figure out what's the next burger to eat or who Kim Kardashian's dating. Who cares? See, it's the magic trick. It's the scam. You want to be angry about something, be angry about that. Don't, like I said, I think I said it in my TED, no, I didn't say it in my TEDx talk. I said it in a talk I just gave. And I said, you know, if you in a room playing poker and after 30 minutes you don't know who the sucker is, you're the sucker. Watching TV, watching those commercials, I'm like, oh my God, these big corporations and small companies too, they're making people suckers. Everything that's being sold, almost without a doubt, I mean almost without exception, from the music to the food to the drinks to even, you know, the entertainment, it makes you either stupid, unhealthy, or poor. It's a lose-lose situation. It's a win for them and a lose for you, a win-lose. You want a Pareto efficiency. That's a win-win. So figure out how to do it. So, like I said, don't become a nitpicker. When you see an infomercial, when you see a book, when you see somebody trying to push success, don't be like, oh, this is what's wrong in the world. No, it's not. I'd rather have a world with 1 million people trying, than 1 million businesses without a doubt pushing sugar, processed food, and mindless drivel. There's no upside to that. At least if there's somebody like Carlton Sheets or whoever. I don't know why I picked on Carlton Sheets. There's a lot of stuff online. At least there's potential. Find something with potential and lock down on it. Don't be a sucker.